Hello everyone, myself Anita Halder. Welcome you all to learn how to balance redox reactions. Balancing redox reactions is carried out by two different ways. One is oxidation number method and another one is ion electron method. Let's learn about these steps or let's memorize these steps that is to be followed by or in oxidation number or oxidation state method. Basically, the first step is we need to write down the equation, and if it is not complete, then complete the equation representing the chemical changes. After that, we need to know the oxidation numbers of the elements, moving from left to right. With that, we will come to know whether the element is undergoing oxidation reaction or redox reaction. So by doing this, we need to calculate the oxidation numbers as we have learned in our previous videos. After writing the oxidation numbers, write down separate equation for oxidation and reduction. Third step is to add respective electrons on the right of oxidation reactions and on the left of reduction reaction. Now, why we need to add electrons on the right of oxidation reaction? Because we know oxidation reaction means loss of electrons, whereas reduction reaction means gain of electrons. Therefore, care must be taken to ensure Care must be taken to ensure the net charge on both the sides of the equation is same. Multiply the oxidation and reduction reactions by suitable numbers to make the number of electrons lost in oxidation reactions equal to the number of electrons gained in reduction reactions. Now to do so, the best way is to take the LCM. They transfer the coefficient of the oxidizing and reducing agents and their products to the main equation. So by this, we will be able to get the balanced chemical equations. And the things that has to be kept in mind before we start doing the balancing of the redox reactions, we need to check the chemical reaction is taking place in which medium, because on the basis of the medium, the balancing of oxygen atoms and hydrogen atoms process changes. For example, if the chemical reaction is taking place in acidic or neutral medium, then oxygen atoms are balanced by adding molecules of water to the side deficient in oxygen atoms, while hydrogen atoms are balanced by adding H plus ions to the other side deficient in hydrogen atoms. So this thing you need to keep in mind. Let's solve one example. Hence, the work will become, the understanding will be more easy and better. For example, here we have potassium permanganate, that is KMnO4, in H2SO4 plus that KSO4. Now, when it is in H2SO4, that means it is clear the chemical reaction is taking place in the acidic medium, which gives potassium sulfate plus manganese sulfate, again iron sulfate and water molecules. Now one by one we will calculate the oxidation number. The oxidation number of manganese is plus 7, whereas when it is forming manganese sulfate, the oxidation number of Mn is plus 2. So you can see moving from left to right, the oxidation number has decreased by 5. Clear, the oxidation number is decreased by 5. Whereas in FeSO4, the oxidation number of Fe is plus 2. Whereas in Fe2SO4 thrice, the oxidation number of Fe is plus 3. So moving from left to right, you can see the oxidation number has increased. The oxidation number has increased by 1. But here single Fe is plus 2, here 2 Fe is plus 3. Hence, as we told that Mn plus 7 is decreased by 5, so plus 5 electrons, it gives Mn plus 2. That means it is undergoing reduction reaction. Whereas Fe is undergoing oxidation reaction, hence it is plus 2 electrons. Now to balance the number, 1 is having 2 electrons, right? Let's say Mn plus 7 plus 5 electron gives Mn plus 2 as equation number 1. Whereas Fe plus 2 to Fe2 plus 3 plus 2 electrons and equation number 2. So let's balance the number of electrons. How we will balance the number of electron? By taking the LCM. Right. So by taking the LCM, we can balance the number of electrons. Therefore, so we have multiplied equation number 1 with 2 and equation number 2 with 5. So totally it became 10 electrons. 10 electron is lost, 10 electron is gained. Now we will be checking the coefficient. Right, here after multiplying the equation 1 with 2, Mn plus 7 becomes 2Mn plus 7. So we need to take 2Mn plus 7. Okay, so KMnO4 is multiplied with 2. Fine. So equation 1, this KMnO4 is multiplied with 2. Similarly, FeSO4 is multiplied with 10 because here we have 10 Fe, 2 plus. Okay, so therefore 2KMnO4 plus 10 FeSO4 gives 2MnSO4 plus 5 Fe2SO4 thrice. I hope it is clear. Now coefficient of K2SO4 should be equals to 1. So it is equals to 1 only. Alright. Because 2K, so here K2. Now to balance the sulfate ion, right, here how many sulfate is 10 and here it is 3 5s are 15. Okay, so to balance the sulfate ion so that the left hand side must have 8 H2SO4, thus water molecules also becomes 8 water molecules. I hope it is clear. So now it is 10 plus 8, 18 here as well, 4, 2 and 15 and this is 15 plus 2, 17 and plus 1, 18. So on the right hand side totally 18 sulfate ions, hence now on the left hand side as well it is 18 sulfate ions. And now to balance the number of hydrogen atoms, 8 to the 16, so we have here 8 water molecules, and if you can check the oxygen atom is also balanced in this chemical reaction. Okay. Let's solve one more example. Again, this chemical reaction is also taking place in the acidic medium because here this is an oxalate ion as well as you can see H plus ion, which proves that this equation is taking place in the acidic medium. So again same, here it is in polyatomic ion which is having -1. So let's calculate the oxidation number as we have learned earlier. So here the oxidation number of Mn is plus 7, again plus 7, 2, it is plus 2. So you can see there is a decrease in oxidation number by 5, hence it is reduction. Whereas you can see the oxidation number of carbon which has been increased from 0 to +4. So let Mn plus 7 to Mn plus 2 be equation number 1, whereas C2 to C plus 4 be equation number 2. Again, 5 and 2, the LCM of 5 and 2 is equals to 10. So equation number 1 will be multiplied by 2, whereas equation number 2 will be multiplied by 5. Hence, we are getting this complete equation. Now, after getting this complete equation, we can check that multiplying equation 1 by 2, Mn plus 7 has converted into 2Mn plus 7. Hence, we need to multiply this MnO4 minus as well with the 2. And you can check after multiplying equation 2 with 5, C2 has converted into 5C2. Hence, this oxalate ion has to be also multiplied with 5. So we obtain 2MnO4 minus iron plus 5C2O4 minus 2 gives 10CO2 minus plus 2Mn plus 2. Now, let's check the number of oxygen atoms. Here, 4 2s are 8 plus 4 5s are 20. That means we have 28 oxygen atom on the left hand side. Now, what about the right hand side? Here we have only 20. So, what we will do? We will add 8 water molecules on the right hand side to balance the oxygen atoms. Now, when we add 8 water molecules on the right hand side, so we need to add 16 hydrogen ion on the left hand side to balance the number of hydrogen atoms as well. And again, the charge to be balanced. You can see here 2 1s are 2 minus 2 charge plus 5 2s are 10 minus 10. So minus 10 minus 12 minus 2. It becomes minus 12. Minus 12 plus 16 positive charge. So it becomes 4 positive. Similarly, here as well we have 4 positive charge. Hence, the charge as well as the number of atoms in a given redox reaction both are balanced. I hope this oxidation number method is clear to you. Next, we will see how the half reaction method or ion electron method carries forward for balancing the redox reaction. This method is based on the following step, that is with the half reaction. Half reaction means oxidation reaction and then reduction reaction. So we need to divide the complete equations into two halves representing the oxidation and the other half as an reduction reaction. Then we need to balance the atom in each half reaction separately according to the following steps. First step, balance the atom other than hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen we will balance in the later stage. Initially, we need to balance the number of atoms that are oxidized or reduced. Now, in a reaction taking place in acidic or neutral medium, same oxygen atoms are balanced by adding molecules of water to the side deficient in oxygen atom, whereas hydrogen atoms are balanced by adding H plus ions to the other side deficient in hydrogen atoms. On the other hand, the things that we need to keep in mind is if it is an alkaline medium, if it is an alkaline medium, then every excess of oxygen atom on one side is balanced by adding one water molecule to the same side, one water molecule to the same side, and two hydroxide molecule to the other side. In case of hydrogen is still unbalanced, then it is balanced by adding one hydroxide ion for excess of each water molecules. Right, excess of each hydrogen atom on the same side as one water molecules to the another side. Equalize the charge on both sides by adding a suitable number of electrons to the side deficient in negative charge. Multiply the two half reactions by suitable integers so that the total number of electrons gained in one half reaction is equal to the number of electrons lost in the other half reaction. Add the two balanced half equation and cancel any term common to both the sides. So this we will be understanding by solving an example. Let's look into it so it will be more clear to you. Now, this particular reaction is taking place in a basic medium. Right, earlier we have seen two examples which were taking place in acidic medium. Now, this is where basic medium come into existence. Here, after writing down the oxidation number or after seeing into the equations, you can come to know that nitrate ion is getting oxidized. Why? This is the oxidation half reaction, that is NO3 minus iron to NH3, whereas aluminum you can check, right? We have the reduction half reaction. Now all the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. Initially here aluminum is 0 and then it has become the +3 in aluminum hydroxide ion. So all the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen are balanced. You can just go through these equation and you can come to know how we have balanced. Let's see one more example. That is, this is taking place in the acidic medium. Okay, so SO2 to SO4 2 minus oxidation half reaction. Cr2O7 2 minus to Cr plus 3, it is reduction half reaction. Balancing the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen, we have these things equal. So just go through this, how the reaction is balanced. Here loss and gain of electrons need to be made equal. For this we need to multiply the equation 2 by 3 and adding both the equation to get the balanced redox reactions. So whenever it is asked balance the given chemical equation redox reaction, you can use either of the method unless and until it is specified. But you need to keep in mind about in which medium the given chemical reaction is taking place, because that will create a difference at the end. When we have acidic medium, we have hydrogen ions in the balanced chemical reactions. When it takes place in the basic medium, we have hydroxide ions in the balanced chemical reaction. So this creates a difference. Okay, now these are the periodic elements with the variable valences. So you can just go through it. This is just for your reference. But in exam, this reference won't be given to you. You have to calculate. Let's see how redox reaction is associated with our daily life. Here comes an electrochemical cell, which is also known as galvanic cell. Now, what is electrochemical cell and how the redox reaction is taking place? Here you can see we have a two half cell, that is one beaker filled with electrolyte. In it an electrode is dipped in, and now these two both electrodes are right. Both electrodes are connected with the external wire, and the two half cell is connected with an U-shaped tube. You can see a U-shaped glass tube is there, which is used to connect these two half cells, which helps us to form a complete cell, which is known as electrochemical cell. Your chemical energy is converted into the electrical energy. And as you can see, at anode oxidation is taking place. Therefore, there is a reduction. There is a reduction of the metal. As you can see, the size is getting decreased. whereas the cathode is at cathode, the reduction reaction takes place, and you can see the size of the cathode is increasing as the reaction is proceed. So here with the net chemical reaction. One more example. And these all things you will learn in detail in your grade 12 chapter 3 electrochemistry. So this is one of the important topic of your grade 12 as well. Hence, we end up our chapter over here. Stay safe, stay tuned, stay happy, and be active always.